Hello everyone, welcome back to StoneBlock 2, episode number 14. Since we last left off, I've been thinking of a few things to do, and I actually came up with something and said, you know what, this actually does need to happen very soon. So I went ahead and cleared out a little bit of space over here, and you guys are probably going to sit here and wonder, what is this for? So what I did was I went ahead and I used my flex bore here and set it on a 3x3. We went ahead and came in, and the dimensions on this, I'm not super sure. I think I did like 4 both ways from the 3 in the center, and then it doesn't really matter about how far you go. But anyways, what I did was to replicate the exact same room above it. I went ahead and removed a block here and each of the 4 corners, and then we came up above one layer and pretty much did the exact same thing. So now we have the 4 corners that we can see that those are indeed the dimensions of the room below us as well. That'll be important a little bit later on, but let's go ahead and jump right in. Today, we're building a mob farm. Yes, that is right. Today is mob farm day. We need a mob farm for things and stuff. It is gonna be a thing. Trust me, it's necessary. We're getting close to some really awesome stuff that we're gonna be needing here in the near future, and a lot of that's gonna be coming from mob drops. So we're gonna go ahead and make one. This is gonna be kind of like one that I've made in the past, very similar to one that I made in the first StoneBlock that I actually played while I was streaming on Twitch. So, with that being said, I got some tools in this now that'll actually help me do this a lot easier. So now all we gotta do is change this all to a little bit of dirt, which should be pretty simple. A lot better than what I did when I made this originally, because it was a little bit of an annoyance. I kind of just had to use my building wand, but there we go. All dirt. Beautiful. Now, a lot of you guys may be familiar with this item, and some of you guys may not be familiar whatsoever, but there's a very awesome item called a Drop of Evil. A Drop of Evil is very awesome in the sense that it creates, when clicked on, dirt. It basically creates cursed earth. And I am so sorry for going quiet there. I legit just heard it start downpouring outside. I was like, wait a minute, what is that noise? This is something I'm not used to. What is that sound? It's rain. And if I talk very quietly, you might actually be able to hear it in the background. And if you do, I'm so sorry. But anyways, so if we push you on top of this guy, there's a little information panel here. This isn't for every item, but just for some items. It's a rare drop from Wither Skeletons. Now, I think we actually got this out of a quest, I'm not mistaken. Because I don't remember getting this as a drop from an actual mob. So I do believe I got this out of a, well, I guess a loot box or quest reward, I think. I guess that's the only thing. I don't think a loot box. Oh, we got a zombie up here. Somewhere. Oh, he's over there. Oh, good lord, it's a compressed one even. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Hi, guys. What's going on? Hope you're doing well tonight. Give me some of that wonderful loot. Yes, I did not check to see if all of the areas were indeed lit up. I just kind of placed torches down. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be removing those here in the future anyway. But thanks, Fred, for all the wonderful help. Oh my gosh, we got a zombie trophy. Ha-ha! Look at that. We also got an uncommon loot crate. Booyah. Oh, hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. That's beautiful. I think these are supposed to be better, if not like a little bit, than I believe a chance cube? Possibly. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is basically, let's go ahead and push F7. I don't really want mobs spawning in here if there's actually dark spots on the bottom. The top I'm not too worried about, but once we place this cursed earth, we're gonna have to get rid of all of these. So basically, what this does is it transfers all of this dirt into cursed earth. And yeah, so it's kind of similar to the old Cursed Earth when you did the ritual in the previous version of Extra Utilities, which was pretty cool. And then you'd need like Silk Touch to pick it up. It would spread, etc., etc. But this does a nice large area, so that's what we're going to be using. Now, to push the mobs around and to kill them, we need to make some awesome things. First off, I'm going to be making a fan, specifically from Cyclic. This fan is really awesome. So we're going to make a good chunk of these repeaters here, because we are going to need a bunch of these fans. We should be able to make a good stack or so of them. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. A good stack of fans. We're going to place these down very specifically and tune them very specifically. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that right now. So let's go ahead and set this to a single block. We're going to start pretty much taking out this entire bottom row. Now, this mob farm, actually, I pretty much set it up and did one very similar that I'm going to be setting up today, like I said, in my other StoneBlock playthrough that I did when streaming. And it is also expandable, basically. And I'll show you guys that probably in a future episode, as I do want some other mobs from our mob spawner. It's not only going to help us with things like EMC, but obviously for other things that we're definitely going to want to make. So there we go. That's pretty much what we need to do. Now all we have to do is start placing these guys down. And I don't think we can use the building gadget on these. We can try, though. So let's go ahead and see. Yes. No. Block air. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. It doesn't really matter. All we need to do is just place these down like this anyway. We are going to have to set these up individually, unfortunately, so it is going to be a little bit of a pain, but I will show you guys it is not that bad. Hopefully, I think I might have to move a few things. Oh my gosh, we are, what is that, 5 short? Holy mother of G's. All right, so let's go ahead and mark our center point right here. So this is the center. Turn around. And let's go ahead and check this out. So we can go ahead and preview the rendered area, control the fan range, so we can go up to 32 blocks, and we can also control the speed. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn that up to the max. You can also do a push or pull system, and you can turn off the requires redstone to always on. That is perfect. That, my friends, is perfect. Yes. So you kind of do need to worry about the dimensions just a little bit, but I'm also going to go ahead and turn off that preview hidden, and we'll just kind of use this to kind of push us out a little bit because it's fun. Because it's fun. That's my reasoning. As far as the mob killer, we're going to get to that in a minute. We want to make sure we can actually turn this thing on and off. And the reason for this is we want to think about our storage, something I don't tend to really do very often. We want to think about our storage because this is probably going to be pretty efficient and it's going to be pretty fast, giving us a lot of drops. So we need to make sure that if we need to turn it off, we can turn it off. Not only that, but we also have our quarry running, which currently our storage system is not looking, honestly, it's not very healthy. We're going to have to fix this, and I'm probably going to have to redo it in some sense. And I'll have to get on here and probably use some exporters to export some stuff from our system into all of these. And then we'll have to also make some more drives as well. As you can see, this one actually just went yellow, which means we're full up on types. Any new types we get in, we got 2 left. So that is a little unfortunate. But yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and work on some stuff. We want to go ahead and make up some lamps. So we have a variation of lamps here. We want some that are going to be controlled by redstone. Now we can make the regular lamps. We also got these really cool ones like these rainbow lamps and such, which we could make. Even the lapis one looks kind of nice. You know, I might even go with a lapis color. That might not be a bad idea. It's not going to actually show like a blue light. I don't believe it is. But let's go ahead and make some of these up. Now, I'm not going to need a whole bunch, but let's just go ahead and make like, dang. I guess that many glowstone. That is it, actually. Okay. We are going to have to get some more glowstone coming in. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. So I'm going to have to find a way for us to start working on getting some more of that done. But let's go ahead and just make that all into redstone lamps, see if we can actually get this set up appropriately. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab, probably just do some vanilla stuff. So let's grab a couple stacks of redstone and probably maybe some repeaters as well. We'll grab ourselves a lever and that should be good to go. I'm just going to do this with vanilla redstone for now. There's not really too much of a reason to really worry about this otherwise, in my opinion. Oops, can't go that way. Actually, let's go ahead and turn this fan off for the moment. All right, so there we go. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and block off all these torches. We're going to leave F7 mode on, which is showing the red X's. That is showing us where mobs can actually spawn at. The red X's mean they can spawn right now. If we are too far away, they will indeed start spawning. So we want to be very careful in here, and it's about to get pitch black almost. But we got the 4 corners lit up because there's a hole there, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and say that that is going to be okay right there, I say. And then we're going to go ahead and go in 1, 2, and maybe 3. Open this up, and we're going to place one down right there. What we're going to go ahead and do to kind of check this real quick is we're going to come inside here. We're going to go ahead and place down a lever, and we're going to turn it on and see about how far that goes. Okay, so we need to come back about maybe like 1 more block. So pretty much right about into here. Boop. And I got rid of all my stone. Well, drat. Okay, that's wonderful. All right, so that looks like that is going to work. And we got a skeleton. Cool. All right, so we want those right there. We're going to want to probably take this up. Oh, wonderful. We're probably going to want to take this up to right about into here. If not, maybe 1 more block might even still be sufficient. Maybe even 2. Let's do a check. Let's see how 2 blocks work. So what we can do from this now is just kind of run a little bit of redstone just to kind of do a little check. A little checkaroo. And okay, so we can kind of see that that is not going to work. So what we're going to want to do is just kind of pull this back. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to kind of work on this off camera real quick. And we're just going to go ahead and do some vanilla stuff. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished with this. But as you can see, moving it back, indeed, makes it look and work better. So we're going to do that for the entirety of the room. And I may end up needing some more glowstone. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm probably just going to go ahead and put some extra light in here for the moment as I go grab some of the resources and come back here, try to make it look nice, and we'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, and we're back. So I pretty much got this all hooked up, I do believe. What I went ahead and did is, because of how long these lines are, it's about 15, and actually you don't really need this one, I guess, on the ends here, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. It's still going to light these blocks up. This is like the minimal right here. If you need to make it longer, obviously, just go ahead and use some repeaters, and that would make it work a lot easier. The only reason why that happened is because I pulled the back wall forward 1 more block. That way I didn't have to, like, get more redstone lamps, and there is 1 little red spot over here. 1 shouldn't be too bad. If we need to turn this off, it's for the most part going to be off. There's going to maybe be 1 mob spawning every not often in that little spot. So let's go ahead and reset these up because I accidentally vein mined them all. So we're just going to go ahead and run through and set these up real quick. It shouldn't really take us too long to really do. And then we're going to start working on setting up. Oops. It would be also nice to go ahead and turn this off, but yeah. That might take a little bit more redstone stuff, and I don't really care to do that. Oh yeah, I didn't make the rest of them. Well, darn it. Well, that's fine. Let's go make those real quick, and we're gonna make some other stuff real quick as well. I would love to make another ender chest for 1, because that is gonna be just almost necessary. So let's go ahead and make 1 more of those, and that's going to get rid of all those wonderful blaze rods that I got, which stinks, but we got them. It's done. All right, let's also go ahead and make a few more of these fans. We just need 5, so let's go ahead and put those redstone repeaters in there and make 5 more of those. Let's go ahead and get rid of a few things in our inventory that we don't necessarily need. We have this already being imported into our system, so all of our mod drops are going to make their way into our system, which we will then set up over here. As far as like some experience and other things, I don't really know if I'm going to worry about that too much. And I'm probably going to close this off and maybe make a stairway up to it, which we don't really need. It's just going to be more for aesthetics. I made 5 thinking, yeah, never mind. All right, so here we go. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to have to count this out. This is going to make this super, well, very efficient in my opinion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so we want all of these on this wall here to be at least 12 or 13. 13 will probably be even better. And we're just gonna go ahead and adjust the fan speed and turn that up. As you can see, that pushes us to pretty much right here. Once we do that on the exact same side, that's gonna push us all the mobs and me into the center block area. So this is probably going to take me just a minute to kind of set all of these up. And I'm probably going to need to do this off camera. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Make sure all of these are set up the appropriate way. Because if they are not, then this will not be 100% efficient like we want. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And we will be back in just a second. Alright guys, and we're back. So if I did this correctly, we should have this set up. And thinking back on this, I was like, you know what? I think I kind of had a little slight flaw in my last build, because I pretty much do remember setting up fans all around the room. And I think this is still going to work just fine. Just having fans on one side, pushing them basically straight to the center, where these guys are going to push them straight outside. So let's go ahead and get out of flight, and beautiful. That looks like that's going to work out quite perfectly. I like it a lot. Super. So we got them all just on all the time. I think that's going to be fine. Max speed, these are set up to 32, and that's going to push them all pretty much up to this point, right about in here, which is what I want. So there we go. We got that all set up. Let's go ahead and get rid of those, and let's go ahead and jump in here on how we're going to kill them. One of the best things I can find to actually go ahead and take care of these guys is to make a mob masher. These things are just downright dirty and beautiful all in the same time. We are going to need a good set of iron swords. So let's just go ahead and make up a good chunk of these, because we are going to need them for a few other things as well. So we're just going to make up some. We got plenty of iron. It is not a big deal. In fact, let's just go ahead and clean up our inventory a little bit. We are going to be using this bucket of witch water as well. It's going to be very important here very, very soon. So let's go ahead and hold on to that guy for the moment. And for the most part, I think our inventory is pretty clean-ish. So let's get back to that mob masher, shall we? This guy is super fun. I love this thing. I do want to just make one, honestly. Let's see if we can do this. So some iron spikes. We're going to need 2 of those guys. We're going to need a block of all that, and I think we pretty much got it. There we go. Pretty easy. When you have the drawers set up like that, it does make this a lot easier to do. So there we go. We got the mob masher. This guy is going to require a redstone signal, so a little bit of a lever is going to be either needed or wanted. You don't need it. You can just use a block of redstone if you want. That way it's always on. But a lever will work just fine. So we are going to want to get some wonderful upgrades for this guy. This guy comes with a variety of upgrades. You can put them all inside of it. We got sharpness, going to kill them faster. We got looting, giving us more stuff. We got fire aspect, not recommended in my opinion. We got smite. Could help as well, make things die faster, which would inevitably make things possibly spawn quicker as well. We got the Bane of Arthropods. We got the Mob Masher upgrade for beheading. This one is very important as well. So we are going to want 10 of these. So we're going to need 20 iron helmets and 20 gold helmets. So this is 18 right here, so we do want to fill this up. Each row is 9. That's a good way to remember this. And 1, 2. Alright, so that one's done. Let's do gold. And this is wonderful. Now that we have our quarry set up, we can actually make this super good. So there we go. 10 of those guys, nice and easy. So we're just going to be making 1. You can make 3 if you want. I'm just going to conserve on a little bit of resources, and we're going to fix that to where everything gets knocked into that. That one, no. That one, no. But we definitely do want looting. Looting is going to be a big guy. They do stack to 10, so let's just... Okay, they don't stack to 10. And we're going to need more swords for this one. So let's just go ahead and fill up our inventory with swords. God dang it, stupid things. Making me look like a fool. Alright, there we go. There's 8, and we're going to need about 8 more swords, it looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Beautiful. Was that right? I was one off. Whatever. Alright, so we only need 10 of these guys. That's all we need. Boom. If we need it later, we got it. I don't think we will, but we got it. We can also make something known as vector plates. Vector plates are also very handy as well. We just need a little bit of sugar, which we obviously have. We just need to put those inside. We're going to go ahead and do that. We make one of those, and then afterwards, some dark sugar. Dark sugar can be made with a little bit of the wither ash. You don't necessarily need this. It would be helpful, though, if you could make this. Dark sugar, dwindle cream. So we need wither dust, but we can make this and upgrade this a little bit later. Or, you know what? We can literally just use some fans. It doesn't matter. You could use these. Mobs will spawn on vector plates. I just kind of find the fans seemed to be a little bit faster. And good lord, why is it every time I'm recording, Discord always seems to want to bother me? Guys, I'm sorry. I know it bothers some of you guys because you guys always have the Discord and stuff, your own, and it just, I know I'm sorry, alright? Some days, most days I get by without it happening, and then just randomly, it just seems to want to do it to me, so. Alright, anyways, the fans. Let's get the fans back out. That's not a, we need 2 fans. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pushing them up to this back wall here. Now, I'm also going to make some other stuff for our viewing pleasure. I want to make some dark glass. Dark glass allows us to basically be able to see through it, and it blocks any light. So we got dark clear glass. Ooh. I don't know if I want that. I think I'm just going to get the one from extra utilities. So let's make some sandy glass. We won't need too much. 12 is fine. We're just going to knock it inside of this guy for now. Once we get a little bit of room, there we go. And then we'll come back in here, grab us some dark glass. Because I think it moved. Yeah, a little bit. And we do have ourselves up some dye essence. So now we can make that. 10 should be enough because we're just going to do that little square right there. Eventually what we can do is we can add in some more windows here. And that would probably be pretty cool. But in the meantime, I just don't really see it needing to be a thing, because what I can do is I can pretty much bore this from this wall, leave this wall here, and then bore this all, and then we can pretty much set up another viewing experience inside of here. So as you can see, these fans, they work pretty good. They work really good, in fact. I got to get just down to the right spot in order for them to not mess with my flight, because I kind of wanted to get in there. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. I wanted to get in that torch. Give me the torch, darn you. Alright, you know what? Let's do it my way. We're gonna do it my way. Dang it. And I don't have any. We'll just use some cobblestone for now. Boop. Nice. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and block that off with a little bit of cobblestone for the time being. I'll fix that up later. Not a big deal. So we got our red X's. We also need to get in there, and actually we do need to get in there, and we go ahead and place our drop of evil. What I'm probably going to do is put one on this side and one on this side. We're going to get plenty more drop of evil here very soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to go ahead and place this guy down probably right here. Let's go ahead and break a block there. God, those things are powerful, man. And we're going to go ahead and activate it by turning it on. Right-click on it, and we're going to apply our upgrades, as seen here. And from there, we're going to go in on the sides here. Yeah, I should really get... Oh, nice, I made it. Okay, so let's make sure all of the torches are picked up. And I think... Let's go ahead and turn on one of the particles on this, so we can kind of see. I want to see how far while I'm doing this. That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe like 5 off of 32, which would be 27. So let's set these guys at 27. These guys work pretty good once you set them up to the appropriate number. It seems that they work a lot nicer. So let's go ahead and set these to 27. They got the push of what they are. And let's go ahead and see, and boom. Oh my goodness, I didn't think the thing was going to one-shot me. Well, it did because totally, yeah, that makes sense. I had put sharpness on there. Not invincible, and hey, it works. Ow! All right, let's get our stuff. Our stuff better be here. Okay, good. Let's turn that off for the time being. This might be a little difficult to get. We can just do that. That's fine. Cool. All right, so there we go. It works. I did that on purpose to show you guys an awesome demonstration of how this is going to work. I think it worked out great. Thank you for watching. I'm just kidding. We're not done yet. All right, so we got that set up. That's looking pretty nice. I'm also going to want to make a collector. We're going to want an item collector. Something that's going to be able to pick up items extremely quickly. And I found that the advanced item collector is just the guy to do the job for us. So let's go ahead and see if we can make one of these guys. And thankfully, I have a little bit of redstone that I got from my mob chest from probably witches. This guy's going to work. Now, as far as the dropped experience on the ground, we're going to have to figure something out for that a little bit later. Maybe, and I'm not really too worried about it because we're probably going to be getting a lot of the other XP, solidified XP. I'm not too worried about it. So if we need experience, we're going to have it. Not a big deal. So there we go. We got that. We're going to be picking that up. We're going to be using that with our ender chest, and we'll set this up in just a second. Let me do a little quick preview in my mind real quick and see if we got everything else. Okay, yes, we need to set the fans up. Let's also go ahead and set these last fans up. I'm sorry for the latest death thing. I'll get that fixed up here soon. But let's go ahead and just max that push out. And we're going to set this up to a range of 1. Always on. Just like so. Max range. Actually, no. Max speed, 1 range, always on. Did I set that up right? Yes, okay, good. All right, last we need to do is, besides setting that up, is let's go ahead and put in this. That's going to make it extremely dark in there. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. Before we even decide to set up anything else, let's go ahead and place down our ender chest. Set our advanced item collector on top. The side will probably work too, but I like it on top so I can access it a little bit easier. And our Y radius should be fine. Let's go ahead and set these to 7. That should be pretty much perfect. And let's go ahead and drill into the wall here. And let's go ahead and start setting up our cursed earth. Now the cursed earth should be just fine. We shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and try to get as far over as we possibly can. Actually, hold on. It shouldn't spawn mobs. So let's just get in on the top here so we can kind of set this up in the center-ish area. And we'll do that. There's one. As you can see, it didn't quite get to the other side, so there's 2. So now we should have a nice full mob farm of wonderful looking cursed earth. We're going to go ahead and fill this in with a little bit of cobblestone, and so that we can go ahead and start previewing the destruction capabilities of our brand new mob spawner, which is going to be turned on and off with that right there. Here we go. And of course, we do indeed have our magnet on, which our magnet is sucking up some of the items, but there we go. I gotta say, that's working pretty well. Not super fast as what I remember mine being, but I think the other one I made might have been a little bit bigger, honestly. But you can see, looking at the mini-map, it's working pretty okay. Oh, there's a lot coming in now. Oh, it's starting. Oh, it's starting now. Some of them seem to be kind of stuck in there. And that might be because some of them are being floated like blizzards. Now, we're not done. We're not done by a long shot. Let's go ahead and turn that off. That's beautiful. Being able to turn that on and off is just fantastic. The last thing we want to do is we want to make some signs. We're going to make about 6 signs. Should be all we need. As you can see, we got that solidified experience in. Yeah, not really too much of a big deal. So let's go ahead and see, like, how much solidified experience did we get just from leaving it on? That's a lot of solidified experience. We can pretty much just pull this out. If you do want to get some quick, easy XP levels, just put it in your inventory, shift right click, it does a stack at a time. And there we go, back to 38 levels in no time. All right, so what we're gonna do to kind of finish this up for today, we're gonna go ahead and jump inside of here, back in our nice little cobblestone area. We're gonna drill a little bit further, and right about in here-ish, I say this is gonna be pretty much what we want to do. So let's go ahead and set this up. So this is where the witch water comes in. The signs will not prevent the mobs from going past this spot, but it will keep the witch water from moving anywhere else. So it's going to push all the mobs through this witch water, and it's going to convert most of the mobs into nastier variants. So basically, we will get wither skeletons. We will get zombie pig. No, I don't think we get zombie pigmen, but you kind of get the gist of it. So there we go. Let's go ahead and turn this back off. Take a double look. And now we can hear and see. We got supercharged creepers. We got wither skeletons coming in. We can take a look. Look at that. Look how fast this thing collects those items. It's pretty awesome and insane. So we're getting more drops of evil. We're getting enderman heads. We're getting wither dust. We're getting... Oh, God! Okay, you gotta be very careful. This happens sometimes. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I think we'll come up with something in the next episode or so. This guy hits pretty hard, by the way. And he managed to get out, so I need to fix that. And it seems like they're going to be doing that. So I might have to turn that off so we can fix this in the next episode. Come on. And they're super fast because they have more strength, they have more health, and they are a lot faster when they spawn with cursed earth. So let's go ahead and take a look and see inside of our system real quick, kind of see what everything's going on. And yeah, we're getting a bunch of drops in. We are getting a ton of wither skeleton skulls already. Oh my gosh. Oh, we even got a wither skeleton trophy already. That's insane. So now we can summon withers at will. And this thing can possibly wreck our system, so we are going to have to be very careful. I'm probably going to go ahead and turn it off so my base doesn't spawn with a ton of endermen like crazy. But as you can see, it goes off just fine. If anything does manage to spawn in this area, it's just going to go ahead and die. So eventually what we can do is just go ahead and move this back more, and I'll get a little bit more glowstone, set that up, and that'll line up the area so that way it's completely turned off. But let's go ahead and finish off the day. We're going to head off to the mining dimension, and we're going to open up a chance isocohedron. One of them. We'll save another one for another day. So while we're waiting and we're getting to an area where we can do all this fun, wonderful things, I want to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you guys' support and your ideas and your comments and your love, your likes, and all the things on the video. If you guys would, be sure to hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. It lets me know you guys are still enjoying the series and all of that great, wonderful stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. Let's see what a chance isocohedron is gonna give us. So place one down and give it a little right click. Disco ball. And this could also be possible death for me. Let's hope not. Yep. Creepers. Blindness and creepers and a supercharged creeper. Thank you to that creeper for killing the supercharged one. And some spawned in the wall. Well, that wasn't really a great one, but anyways, we'll save another one for another day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the description for some awesome links to some of my other social media, like my Twitch channel where I live stream every night, except for Sundays, to my Twitter, where you can see all of my updates to all my videos and when I start streaming and all of that other stuff. And some personal things, of course, in my life, probably. But yeah. thank you guys again for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.